Hafaday, I'm Tomas Manglona with KUM News. As you know, we're here on Saipan for the 2022 Pacific Mini Games, and I ran into probably a few familiar faces for our viewers out there. We have Miriam with Team Guam. Today is the opening for the Va'a competition. Can you tell us, first of all, how are you feeling? Today's your day.
We are ready, Guam, so that's a good reassurance. We're here to do our best. The team practice. We were here 3 days before today, so we tested out the race course. Today is the V1 and V12 races, and there's other days when we will do the other racing categories. But yeah, we're excited. We ate, we did our warm-up, and we're just waiting for the opening ceremonies.
You even got a bit of a blessing. It's sprinkling here on Saipan this morning. Can you tell us who makes up Team Guam for the Va'a competition here?
Oh, there's like 24 athletes, manager Joanne Tragulov, and our team coach is Coach Ron Ruiz. Team captain for the boys is Coach Dave Palomo, and team captain for the girls team. And yeah, 24 other athletes are here. I'm sorry. Okay. That's a long list.
Yes. And, you know, many people say, at least those I've spoken with, that Va'a really is, makes the Pacific Mini Games, right? This is a very Pacific sport. So tell us how you've been preparing and when you started preparing.
So some of the paddlers here are very seasoned paddlers, like Coach Dave, have done the Pacific Games like 5 times. So he is a returning athlete, and he is guiding us basically on, like, you know, how to conduct ourselves in the competition with the other nations. And it's really been exciting to see familiar faces. I've been to Samoa, so we've seen them, and we also know the caliber of the people we're competing with. It's not just regular people. These guys are top-notch athletes from around the Pacific. So we are really honored to be here to compete against the best of the best.
And so has the team also been practicing here on the Saipan waters? It's definitely, you know, different from other places.
Yes, we were here Friday. We tried the course. Saturday and Sunday, the boys did try the course too. Yeah.
And so what does it take to be an athlete in this sport, to be in the only water sport here in the Pacific Mini Games? What type of person does it take to be successful in this sport?
You have to be comfortable in the water first. And, you know, also there's like sprints, endurance, and discipline. Because it takes a lot to get to this event. You know, we did a lot of 9 months of training to get here, so we try to be ready as much as we can, and we're here to do our best.
And what are some of the challenges that you guys face heading here, if any?
Oh, first, the course is different. The currents are different, so we had to really familiarize how the currents work, because it could, you know, push your boat in a direction where it's gonna make you disqualified in the course. So we tried to do as much of that the first 2 days for the women, at least, to familiarize ourselves on how to do the technical stuff. And the weather wasn't cooperating the first 2 days, but hopefully today the rain doesn't stop us from doing the competition. But, you know, it's very flexible. We might be here the whole day just to complete the competition. Yeah.
And how long is this going to take? When will we know who's up top?
I think they're gonna medal the races today for the V1 and the V12 500 meters. Yes.
And so, what's your mindset? What's the team's morale going into the first competition here?
We are all excited. Some of us have butterflies in our stomachs. Some of us, you know, it's just a regular race day for us, like we did Guam races the same, the same way, so we can mimic the events here. So.
All right, thank you so much, Miriam. I appreciate your time, and best of luck to Team Guam. Viva Guam!
Viva Guam!
All right, and there you heard it, a member of the Team Guam ready to really enter the waters here as the opening ceremony is going to take place, because there's also an opening canoe blessing that we're going to bring you to. So thank you so much, Miriam. Best of luck, and we hope to catch up after the win. So thank you so much. All right, we're going to go ahead and take you down to the area where they're going to have this opening ceremony. Just going to go ahead and flip the camera and bring you with me. Again, as Miriam was saying, lots of, training goes into this. This is one of the most popular sports that a lot of people here, at least who I've been talking with, have been looking forward to the water sport here in the 2022 Pacific Mini Games. This is being held away from the central area where that opening ceremony was. So here we have Team Palau as well. Who's apparently getting a gift from the NMI.
This is a donation from a local company, Pacifica Insurance, Saipan Shipping.
There we go. We have some gratitude being shared. There you go. Hafaday Team Palau. Hi, I'm Tomas with KUAM. How are you guys feeling entering this competition?
This is our coach. So
Hi, Coach. Hi, Coach. I'm Tomas with KUAM. How are you this morning?
Good, thank you. Good morning.
So, how do you feel? It's KUAM. How do you feel about entering this competition, this water sport here in the mini games?
We're very excited with the participations. You know, we waited, looking forward with the changes with the COVID, and we're happy to travel and compete with our brothers and sisters, neighboring islands. So,
And sorry, sir, your full name?
Mr. Tino Fatuala.
All right. And so, how are you feeling about entering these games? What has the team been doing to prepare?
Well, like every other team, we're the usual. Our sports is paddling, so the focus is on paddling, and we do have cross training on land, running, and do a little bit of gym works. And so, may the best man win and woman win on this event.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach.
Yes.
I appreciate it. All right, there you have it. May the best man or best woman win. Definitely athletes are hyped up this morning. Team Palau sporting their wonderful colors, and after receiving a gift from some local companies here, ready to enter the water. And so going to continue to come down as the opening ceremony, the canoe blessing for the Va'a competition in particular, is about to take place. You can see some athletes gathering, talking with each other ahead of the game. So we're gonna continue to walk down here along Beach Road on Saipan. Again, this is the 11th Pacific Mini Games. This is the first ever that the NMI is hosting. So really, as much as these events are exciting, it's also the first time we're gonna see the NMI put on something at this scale and magnitude when it comes to this particular event. So we see some of the boats getting ready. Here you get a early glimpse of what that raceway is going to look like, the competition area. And off in the distance there you can see those green, yellow, and beige sails. That, of course, is 500 Sails on Saipan, a nonprofit who has been reviving the maritime tradition here in the CNMI, co-founded by Pete and Emma Perez. They're the first to set sail here in these waters for these Pacific Mini Games. So we're going to go ahead and inch towards the area where the opening blessing is going to take place for the canoes. There you heard it. We heard from Miriam from Team Guam, who was telling us that they've been putting in months and months of practice for this. And Team Palau, Coach Tino there telling us, may the best woman and best man win. And so this is the medal area where later today folks will be crowned first, second, and third. And so these tents here in Beach Road stretch from all the way back there where I was standing to quite a long way down. So we'll see exactly where this canoe blessing will take place. It's always an exciting time here at the mini games. You can hear the music blasting. That's pretty much what the mood has been like all this time as Athletes have been coming and going. So we're here at the Va'a launching area, just moments before they have the opening canoe blessing for this competition again. This being the only water sport here in the CNMI 2022 Pacific Mini Games. Many of those in the community who I've gotten a chance to speak with tell me that this is one of the most exciting things that they're going to be looking forward to. And we do see the chair of the games, Marco Peter. Let's see if we can go ahead and grab him for an interview. Hi, Marco. Hi, Chair. We're live on KOM right now. This is the first water sport here, right? In the Pacific Mini Games that will be happening. Can you tell us just how you feel seeing Va'a launch today?
Oh, this is one of the most exciting race that the people are been waiting for. It's actually our first for the games where the Va'a competition is right close to the shore. So this is pretty exciting, where you don't need binoculars to actually watch the Va'a race, other than the long distance one. So we're looking forward for the blessing of the canoes, and then I want to see for a few other races before I head out to the other venues.
Right. I mean, I think I can guess which team you might be cheering for.
Well, as an athlete myself and being in this position, I wish everybody well.
Right, and can you tell us just logistically, because right, you've seen the big picture, what it takes to put on this particular water sport? For those of us who might not be as sports savvy, what does it take to set this up? Because it's different from setting up a track and field, of course.
Yeah, you want to go? I mean, details onto this. It's not just about the buoys. It's about the you working with EPA, working with the biologists. You're working with natural resources. Make sure that anything that will be placed in the sand doesn't interfere with the life down there. So it took months to actually work on this. One of the most expensive projects that we work on. From all of the events, this is one of the most that took out of my budget. So it's pretty tedious working with the federal portion of the to make sure that this happens. But it took a while. But it's a blessing that this was able to happen.
And just your message to the athletes. I know the ceremony is about to begin. So what do you have to say to the athletes and everyone watching today?
Thank you for being here, and good luck to all the teams, and stay safe.
All right, thank you so much, Chair Marco Peter, of course, with the 2022 Pacific Mini Games. We've been interviewing him and asking him about today's and really the entire course of this Mini Games preparation over the last year. When we first spoke to him on Thursday, when we first arrived here on island, he said that the Mini Games group is focused on one thing. They're laser focused on one thing, that's delivering the games. And as he just told us today, this Va'a competition was one of the most not just expensive, but also logistically challenging. So you can see there some of the boats and 500 sails, in the water before the athletes take their seat and launch here at the Va'a launching area. And here we have one of the teams coming by to their Va'a. Team PNG, Team Papua New Guinea here, making their way to the Va'a launching area. Hi, are you guys spectators with the sport or with the team? Oh, are you willing to be interviewed? Oh, not me. Oh, okay, all right, no problem. Are you willing to be interviewed? Oh, no? Right. Just trying to get some views of some spectators here on Saipan watching this competition. So we're just now waiting for the Va'a competition to begin. But before that, the opening ceremony. and the canoe blessing, which will really set the foundation and tone for the competitions moving ahead. As much as it is competitive, it is also a community here that comes together in events like this culturally as well. So we're waiting for that canoe blessing to begin. Again, we're here along Beach Road on Saipan at the kickoff for the Va'a competition. We're waiting for a canoe blessing that will take place any moment now. Teams are gathering ahead of this competition. We got a chance to speak with Team Guam, Team Palau. Right now, we're next to Team Papua New Guinea as we wait this canoe blessing.
Sound check.
They're just completing the final checks
Check,
before
check. Sound check.
the opening ceremony for
Check.
the Va'a competition.
Yeah, well, it's just the wording. Sound check.
And we'll bring you those images live as we get them. Any moment now, the opening competition for Va'a will begin. Again, a very popular sport here across the mini games.
Mic check.
Where we have all teams, and you just heard there, if you get a chance to scrub back from Team Guam and their coach, as well as all the other teams that are patiently waiting for their chance to make their mark and compete in this water sport here at the 2022 Northern Mariana Islands Pacific Mini Games. So we're just moments away from that. If you've been watching, thanks for keeping with us. We're just waiting for that opening blessing to begin. Right now in the water, just some of the staff and 500 sails traditional canoes that are making their way through the water. And it appears that the see the group of volunteers. Of course, we know that this particular sport is no easy feat to put together, as we heard from Chair Marco Peter himself. Just what it takes to make this happen. So those are just a few of the many volunteers that are here making the games happen. Yeah. Quite spectacular to look at and be and attend. So here are more of the teams waiting. Let's go ahead and see if we can check in with Team NMI here. Hi, I'm with KUAM. Is anyone available for an interview? We're live on Facebook. Yeah, this is Team NMI. We just spoke with Team Guam. Hi, are you available for an interview ahead of the competition? Hi, my name is Tomas. I'm with KUAM. We're live on Facebook right now. Hi, could we just get your full name and...
Yeah, my name's Tomas Saipan, paddle for NMI Va'a.
All right, how do you feel heading into the competition? This is your home turf.
Feeling great. It's been a long process. It's always good to see things come to fruition. I've been training about 10 months for this. First time CNMI's ever hosted the games. So, yeah, it's always nice. It's like our element. You know what I mean? It's always good when you're training, but competition is what we do it for. So, very happy to be here today.
And so, what does that 10 months of training look like? So you're familiar with this course then?
Yeah, home field advantage. So we built the course, got it certified. We're able to run it a couple times before the other countries got here. So hopefully, all that prep work the past 10 months pays off.
And what has the team? What is your mindset heading into these games? What are you telling yourself? What are you telling your teammates?
It's war in the water. We got to defend these waters. This is our home field. You know, we got love for the sport, love for the countries, but it's go time.
And how long have you been an athlete in this sport?
This sport, 4 years now.
And what makes you love it and compete in this?
Just being on the water. We call it out here. We call it saltwater therapy. Kind of clears the mind. No technology, just you and your brothers on the boat.
All right, thank you so much. Best of luck. Thank you for your time.
Right, thank you too. Tomas, right?
Yes.
Hey, thank you. Enjoy the games.
Yes, thank you. There you heard it. Some member from Team NMI telling us what their mindset is heading into this competition for VA. Many of the folks, teams now heading to the shoreline to watch something that is unfolding here in the water with 500 sails, and if you can see that rainbow that is apparently resting on the lanes that they'll be competing on. Quite an image. Again, if you're just joining us, thank you so much. This is Tomas Manglona with KUM News. We're here on Beach Road on Saipan, waiting for the launch of the VA competition. But before then, there will be a canoe blessing that we're waiting to bring you. We're standing here right behind the home team, Team NMI, who we just spoke with and told us that it's going to be war in the water. But before that, coming together with the other teams from across the Pacific for a blessing.
30-second moment of silence. We're doing a traditional blessing of the waters before we start the races. A quick 30 seconds of silence.
So there you heard it from the MC. They're going to bless the water. All the athletes are now gathering on the shoreline here on Beach Road on Saipan. for the launch of the VA competition for these Pacific mini games.
And if you didn't notice early on, they've been passing by. So basically what they're doing is blessing us. And we know that it has been concluded. Also, 500 cells would like to announce for all the locals. They have free classes on sale, especially during the summer. Please check them out when you get a chance. All right, we're going to start in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
All right, there you have it. Teams witnessing the blessing there with the help of 500 Cells, of course, a nonprofit here in the NMI, reviving the maritime tradition. Blessing these waters as many of the athletes gather on the shoreline here here on Beach Road on Saipan for very much anticipated sport by the local community here. The VA competition, you've got a chance to hear from Team Guam, Team Palau, and Team NMI. Across Micronesia and really the Pacific for what they're expecting. We'll continue, of course, to bring you live coverage. So the best way to keep in touch with us is if you go to kuam.com and log on and click the regional tab. You have all of our stories from the Pacific mini games there. And of course, you can always rely on our sports director, Dave Delgado, to bring you the latest when it comes to the athletic competition here on the ground as well. So thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Tomas Manglona, and hope you continue to follow our coverage throughout this 2022 Pacific Mini Games here in the NMI. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with the wonderful images of Saipan's waters.